Okay, so a couple of things that might not have gone quite perfect in video 2 that I want to make sure we point out. One is A1 never made it in here. So we should take a minute and explain how to do that. So I'm going to delete my A1 out. I'm going to go to annotation, and I'm going to go to the text style here. And so I made a text style called drawing number. I named it simplex.shx, and it should have a height of 1.5. So once you have that, you should be able to say apply. I can't because I already have it. So I'm going to go then to mtext, multi-line text. Click here. Draw this out. I'm going to type caps lock A1. I'm going to change the justification to middle center. And if you notice, it's still too small. And the reason is because it didn't make that drawing number 1 active. So if I go to drawing number, it should make that the right size. The other thing I'm noticing, and hopefully this didn't happen to you, hopefully you noticed this, but a lot of my fonts aren't in the right layer. So here's my font. It's in the 0 layer. So I'm going to change that to the fonts layer. Right, if I'm looking at this one, also wasn't in the fonts layer, I don't think. Okay, that one is because I just changed it. But that one is also not in the fonts layer. So I'm going to go through and make sure all of these are. So I'm going to click on essentially all of them, everything except for the title block. And then change that, click on the fonts layer. So they should all be in there now, and that looks a lot better. And a good way you could tell to make sure that everything happened is if I go to the fonts layer now and I turn off the light bulb, all of my fonts should go away. If I go to the title block layer, all of my title block layer should go away. And then maybe something went away I didn't notice, so I'll turn the fonts layer back on. See how that goes. All my text is back, none of my lines. Hit my title block, turn that on, all of that. So that should handle that if you have any questions. Also, a good rule of thumb is if something's not going right, check your viewports layer. All right, check to make sure that the thing you're working on is in the right layer. It'll help lots of times clear up lots of questions. But that should be good for that. So if you have any questions, good luck. Go up and ask.